So I did my project on Edward Witten. He is an American mathematical physicist born in Baltimore, Maryland. He's actually still living and contributed a lot to the science and mathematical world, and is by creating new theories and helping out with finding new information. Now he is a professor at an institution. This is him. He was born on August 26, 1951, and born in Baltimore, Maryland. His father, Louis E. Witten, was a gravitational scientist. Edward actually wanted to be a journalist instead of a physicist, and he wrote a lot of letters to a newspaper article during the Vietnam War saying how he didn't like it, and they were actually published and put into a newspaper. He wrote for articles for The Nation and The New Republic, and worked alongside Greg McGovern's presidential campaign in 1972. After the presidential campaign, he enrolled in a doctoral program at Princeton University, but then before he went to Princeton, he also went to Brandeis University. He graduated with his master's degree in 1974 and his doctorates in 76. He had a fellowship at Harvard from 76 to 77, and he began his physics career as a junior fellow at the Society of Fellows at Harvard University. He returned to Princeton as a professor in 1980. In 1987, he became the professor at mathematical physics at IAS, which is the Institute of Advanced Studies, and he also actually held a couple of other fellowships at different places, but here's his colleges. He didn't really have many challenges, but he was awarded the Fields Medal at the International Congress of Mathematics in Japan in 1990 for his research on electromagnetism. He had lots of contributions to the Morse theory, supersymmetry, and knot theory. He also explored the relationship between quantum field theory and the topology of manifolds of 2 and 3 dimensions. And with physics Nathan Seeberg, he created the partial differential equations. He worked to define the string theory and combine the M theory to his previous one, and he soon published his work in 1995, and then he kept working on other theories, such as the twistor theory, created in 1965. Oops. See? Yeah. And then here's some more. He won the Einstein Medal, New York Academy of Science Award for Physics, and then Math Science in 1985. In 2000, Edward received the Frederick Esser Nemers Prize in Mathematics and won the National Medal of Science in 2002. He was actually also really close to winning the Nobel Prize, but didn't actually end up doing that. And most recently, yeah, that was his most recent award. He didn't really have many contributions to math, but he was best recognizing for applying methods of quantum theory to low-dimension topology, and he also discovered the mathematical theory of knots and 3 manifolds. Also, his proof of positive energy theorem contributed to his award, one of his awards. There isn't much relevance, but the only thing I could find was the weird B symbol, which stands for beta. It's the symmetric statistical manifold, and the symbol means beta, which also correlates to the hypothesis test that we just learned. The type 1 and type 2 thing with the null and the other hypothesis that I can't remember. See? The knot theory study of the knot theory is the study of mathematical knots which appear in our daily lives, like shoelaces or ropes. A mathematical knot differs differs to the ends that join together so they can't be undone. See? In conclusion, he's a very intelligent man who is still living to this day. He's more involved in physics than math, which made it really hard to find information on him. But yeah, so it was kind of hard to connect things that we learned in class to things that he learned or discovered. But yeah, that's it. My works. Oh, there he is again. And then my works cited.